I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me, still with the dolls that I grew beside, all the niggas around me, die that they die, gotta watch the time cause it's flying right by, I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me. All the niggas around me, right at it die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. I just caught a shorty off a fence, dog. Just already.
Alright, what's up, y'all? So, I'm doing our skincare routine. So, the thing I've been using before I ever started using Goodmolecules, and it was like actually really working for me until I fell off. I got way too comfortable. I'm like, oh, my skin is clear. I'm blessed. No, you were consistent, and then I became inconsistent, and now we're playing catch up again. So I just have like a little bit of discoloration on my cheeks, a little bit of hyperpigmentation. That's because I be picking with my face, y'all. Like, I can't help it. I call it cleaning my pores when really I'm not doing something right because it keeps scarring. But yeah, so I've been using the Differin brand, and this is what my dermatologist like recommended me, and it has been doing really good for me. I use this face wash, I use this topical treatment, this is cracking a bottle, and I use this sunscreen moisturizer. I don't have oily skin, and oil clogs my pores, so I have this oil absorbing moisturizer with sunscreen. I think like these two single-handedly like really changed my skin, because like with this absorbing the oils, my skin doesn't get as clogged, and this really does help even out the skin tone. You use this once a day, but since I've been in a panic, I've been using it like twice a day. But yeah, so I'm actually going to keep that because I'm gonna use it. So I've already washed my face with my moisturizer. Then I'm gonna go in with my toner from Goodmolecules because they didn't give me a cleanser. Lucky I already had one. So you just take a cotton ball, and this is safe for use in the AM and PM, so I would say twice a day. And then you just, so I already used it. I forgot to record. After this toner, you use the serum. This is the discoloration correcting serum. So my little thing is like broken. This thing is supposed to be a dropper, and it's not working, so I've just been like smearing it onto my face, and you rub it in, allow it to absorb and dry before you put anything else on. So now that it's dry, I'm going to use this topical treatment. You only need a little bit, like a little bit. Even that amount I just showed y'all is a lot. But one piece of amount all over the thing. You allow that to dry first as well. So this is because before. Okay, so I use this before sunscreen. I like the packaging. I think the packaging is really nice. They give you, I believe, full-size products. They feel so heavy. It's definitely a great size product. I like testing to see if you like it. I can't wait till my till my skin clears up. Gotta be ready to go for summer. So far, my face feels nice and soft and hydrated. This is on my lips, cause and I'm gonna take my sunscreen. Y'all, use sunscreen. Even if you're melanated, use sunscreen. because, like, especially if you have problems with hyperpigmentation, you have problems with hyperpigmentation because the sun is literally making it darker. So if you want to get rid of those old dark marks, you have to protect your skin with sunscreen. Like, find a sunscreen that works for you. Black girl sunscreen is good. I like this one because it does not make me oily, and I just cannot have oily skin. I have dry skin, but I need moisturizer and not oil. Like, oil does not moisturize the skin. Okay, so now that we're officially done, I love the product so far. Like, it's not irritating my skin, it's not really doing anything to it. But let's go do like a sun check. So yeah, now you can really see the hyperpigmentation. But watch us clear this up this month. Now that I'm using my new products, we're definitely going to clear up this skin and go back to having flawless skin. So stay on the journey with me.
Over 1 month later.
Yo, get into the skin, like, y'all. So today I'm deciding to take you along with me on what it's like to be a travelpreneur. So I'm taking like my first weekend trip, and I'm going to try to make the most of it. I just have to get my shit together so I can go pick up the car and then go to my hotel. So I'm finna start getting ready. I'll bring y'all along with me. All right, y'all, so I'm currently packing. I'm running behind on time. I'm packing my suitcase, and it's a lot going on. So I decided to do a voiceover because I have to explain why I don't have like any footage from Philly. So mind you, this was my first, let's say, travel trip for work. Of course, I made some mistakes. So let me tell you what I learned. Number 1, budget. You need to set a budget for the maximum limit that you want to spend to maintain a high profit margin. So you need to take into account that you're going to have to pay for housing. Where are you sleeping? Are you doing Airbnb? Are you doing a hotel? Transportation? Are you doing a rental car? Uber? Are you driving? Food? Your house fee if you're dancing? Shopping, just in case you want to buy outfits or anything you see that you like. Emergencies, because you never know what's going to happen. And yeah, you also want to make sure that you have available credit to, like, don't travel nowhere and your credit is maxed out. Like, you need to pay off your credit cards and preferably use those instead of your cash, because like when you're doing things such as booking a car rental, or even with maybe some hotels, they may require you to use a credit card instead of a debit card. That's something to be mindful of, because that kind of like messed up my plans a little bit. Another thing, so when you're traveling, be on time. Actually, be early. In this adult world, to be early is to be on time, and to be on time is to be late. That's the realest thing I've ever heard when it comes to time management. Definitely don't cut it close. Be early so that you're not rushing or stressed out or possibly risking missing your transportation. This is me in New York City because I caught the wrong train, and it made my travel way more difficult than it had to be because I had a direct line. So, update. I took the wrong train. Now I'm in New York City. And I have an hour before my train arrives. So, I'm about to go eat some food, some good food. So this is when I actually got to Philly. I went directly to my hotel, got showered and ready, and I was late, so I was unable to work that day. So I just ate and like chilled out in the hotel. And then the next day I went to work, and it was pretty good. Decent club, consistent foot traffic. But one thing I do recommend is contacting the clubs and making sure that you are able to work before popping up. Don't just show up to a city expecting to work that night if you haven't contacted anybody, because like, yeah, the interviewing process for every club works different. Some clubs are like that, those are my favorite, but others, you know, they want to do all this extra stuff. So please be mindful of that so you're not wasting your time or your money. But because I didn't get any content, I decided to throw in some unrelated but little cute spicy content.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl.